Oh look, it's my ugly mug. This is just a quick video. This is a strange one actually. It's sort of connected to a purchase I made post-Christmas eBay purchase, as it happens. It's concerning. It's concerning how I've discovered. I've discovered. No, I haven't discovered, but I always knew. But every so often things pop up, and it makes you realise how little you know. Obviously, I suppose I'd call myself a game. I don't really call myself a collector, but that's what I do. I buy games to play. I don't really call, if I'm honest, I don't really call myself a gamer. I don't like to label myself in that sense, but if I had to, you know, that would be what I'm closest to. But as a collector, I have a sort of vague idea of what's good and what's not. You know, what's collectible, what's not, and even within the subgenre of game, or no, even within the genre of game, there's a subgenre which is probably my speciality. Which probably, if I'm honest, and if anybody else who's watching is honest, would be probably PS1 games and PS2 games, I suppose. And outside of that, obviously everybody has their area of expertise. But I bought a game. I don't know why I've focused on my channel page. I don't often go on my channel page. Anyway. Now I bought a game after Christmas. Not an expensive game, but the guy. I was a bit suspicious when I paid for it because it was an Xbox game, not too expensive, but he charged me quite a bit for postage, and I'm going to bore you all again. I won't actually go off into details about the rant, but yet again it was people people charging too much for postage, and sort of, you know, I call it skimming. Other people wouldn't, but I do. I think they charge too much for postage and try and cover their costs that way, which I don't think that's the way to go about it. And we had a bit of an argument, me and this guy, because when I got the game, he charged me $2.49 for postage. When I got the game, he'd spent $120. Was it one? Yeah, or was it $110? No, it was $120, I think. He'd spent $120, and it turned up in an envelope, so he'd not even paid for a padded envelope. So he's cutting his costs, and I said, would you be willing to give me a partial refund? And he obviously wasn't having any of it, and he went off on this spiel about how difficult it is to make money off of eBay these days, and he even sent me a second email after he'd trawled through eBay's seller guide, you know, and he looked for an example of a breakdown of sellers' fees, and he'd forwarded it to me, and I went through it myself, and it was obvious that these costs that he listed were irrelevant to him. So obviously he was a bit of a moron, but still he wasn't going to give me a refund, and you know, so I was happy to give him some. I didn't give him a negative. I gave him a neutral because I got my game. It came up. It was good nick when it got here. So that was his. That's what he gets in return for charging me too much postage. And it made me think about why people don't really kick up so much of a fuss, because they don't. Because, you know, a good chunk of what I paid was unnecessary payment because he charged too much. So I looked at his feedback. Actually, the beginning of this video is quite irrelevant to the end of the video, the actual reason for the videos, but I'm getting there, don't worry. I looked at his feedback, and on his feedback, I just checked out all of these different things he'd been selling, and lots of video games. But he'd been selling other things as well, and this is where I'm getting to my point. He's been selling other things as well, and one of them was a soundtrack, and it was a CD soundtrack to a film from the year 2000, I think. Or at least the year 2000, maybe even earlier. I think the CD soundtrack was from the year 2000, so the film could even been before that. And there's an auction for this. It was a used CD, and it had gone for £9.50 plus I think it's £1.50 postage. I was thinking, oh, I checked it out, and what it was, I'm getting there now. What it was the Kevin and Perry Go Large CD soundtrack. Look what people spent. Look what people pay for it. These are all recently finished auctions. These prices, and it just sort of highlights to me how little I know. They're a sort of a vague specialism in PS1 and PS2 games, but there's just a whole world of things out there that are just alien to me. And like, it turns out the Kevin and Perry CD soundtrack is a collectible. It's one of those weird anomalies. I suppose there are weird anomalies in video games. Like I suppose one of them could be the was it Mega Game 6 on the Mega Drive that had a bit of a spurt a while back and is sort of settling down now. And that's not megabucks, but I'd say it's an unremarkable film. I think it's a Judge Jules remixed soundtrack. I think I have looked into a little bit into it to try and work out why it goes for sort of half decent money, you know. And they all sell, and that's often a good sign if they sell, because you know they're all selling for around about the same price, 15 quid in total or more, you know, probably sort of £12 to £17 in total, and which is just strange for like I said, a CD soundtrack from a film from the year 2000. If anybody knows why this CD soundtrack is collectible, can they let me know? But that's the auctions, and so I went on to Amazon to see how much they were charging, see if you get it on Amazon, and they've got it for £39.99. Although it's obviously sold by this branch. No, I don't want to. Go on. I'm trying to highlight it. This is quite difficult for the viewfinder. That's the factory shop fulfilled by Amazon. So it's sort of official, you know. Sort of an official price, but £39.99, which I think it's free postage. So Amazon know that there's something about this CD soundtrack which is collectible. They have half a finger on the pulse of the sort of collectibles market. But what is it about Kevin and Perry Go Large? If anybody's got a copy of Kevin and Perry Go Large at home, you know, you're not necessarily in the money. Maybe you've got a whole stash of them, like sealed in your garage. Maybe then you're in the money. Maybe you bought them in a bargain. Because to me, it's the sort of thing that would turn up in a bargain bin in Asda. Maybe they've got them in Asda. Next time you're in Asda or Morrison's, go and look in their bargain bin. See if they've got any Kevin and Perry Go Larges CD soundtracks for probably like 49p or £1. And snaffle them up, because this is 40 quid. And it just made me think, what else is out there? What have I passed up in a charity shop, just sort of passed over in a charity shop, that has a sort of a similar level of collectability? You know, we all only know so much. I mean, it'd be no fun to have absolute knowledge about everything. You know, where's the fun in that? Where's the danger or the excitement? You know, where's the fun in sort of knowing everything and having nothing more to learn? But it surprised me. It generally surprised me that this is just I'm really using this as an example of how little I know and how much more there is to learn. Not that I'm interested in collecting CDs, but obviously there are people out there who do. And this is one of those things. I suppose I don't know what the equivalent would be. Maybe the equivalent would be the Mega Game 6 on the Mega Drive, but that's just a weird one. It's just a strange anomaly. So if anybody knows why the Kevin and Perry Go Large CD soundtrack is collectible, let me know. I'm guessing, you know, it's a whole different ball game. You know, collecting CDs. Maybe there's something on it. Maybe there's something that sets it apart. Don't know. It's obviously not rare or you know, scarce, uncommon. Very easy to get hold of, because obviously Amazon have got them on. I've got them on normal sale. Where's it there? Where is it? Yeah, there you go. Look, August audio CD, April 2000. So coming up for 13 years old, and it's still going for 40 quid, or average of 15 on eBay. Just bizarre. So if anybody's got anything to say about this sort of this is again, this Kevin and Perry thing is just an example. It's about anybody's got anything to say about anything out there that obviously all the things we don't know about, which is literally today the history of the world. Because I'm talking bollocks now. But anyway, I'm hoping people get my point. But this just surprised me. So thanks for watching. I hope people understood what my point was. There should be an XCOM video coming up soon. So, and if I buy some more post-Christmas purchases, then I'll show them too. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye. There's my face again.